Mike, if you have your,
There's a mistake on the minutes. The minutes from the last meeting were May 16th. It's a typo on the agenda page.
okay, yeah, if you would please, if you could
Okay.
read it, read them and, we can get an okay for the, meeting minutes. By the way, John, thank you very much for your work and, it's appreciated. Thank you.
Welcome.
You,
That thank you means I don't get paid, huh?
neither do I, John. You know, when I get paid, you'll get paid. You know, I'll give you part of what I make. How much would you like? 25%?
At least,
Thank you, my dear. Okay. And I don't have, it just so happens, I do not have copies of the meeting minutes. So if anybody, if you want to approve them, let me know. If you don't want to approve them, let's discuss what's wrong and we'll make some changes, okay? Once it's all read, thank you. You didn't get them either, did you?
No,
I know. Well, that's okay. They should have been in the packet.
The minutes were attached to the invitation.
That was
to the
you.
invitation? Really?
Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't have to, oh, I apologize, I take that back. That was.
Okay.
That's
I
okay.
thought I sent them to you, and you would send them out with the agenda. But
No, you never send them to me. I just assumed that you would.
I'll send you a copy, you got it.
It's okay. I remember reading them and they were good, so I don't remember anything being wrong. Unless I missed something, so that's about it. John usually does a very good job. He usually doesn't miss too much. I'll send you a copy next. I'll send you a copy when I get it.
Okay.
But they're just from 2 months ago. We didn't have a meeting last month.
I can
Yes,
scan
that's
it
right.
and email it to you if you want it immediately.
Okay, no, that's fine. No,
Okay.
Susan and I just, I guess we're the outside.
I thought I sent them to you with the latest of the agenda.
No, it's not a big deal. Okay, like I said, I read them and I didn't see anything glaringly wrong. So I have and John's usually pretty good. He doesn't miss too much. So we have an okay for the meeting minutes?
sure, let's move on.
Okay. All right, okay, UCO and members, okay. First thing we're talking about is next year's agent, okay? Scheduling some interviews. And does anybody have anybody that they want to invite? Now, I know that Fausto isn't here, so I can, I'm gonna figure that he's probably gonna want to invite Essentia. We may have a thought on that one, okay? One of the people we're gonna invite is Phil Massey, okay? Now, you're all entitled to your opinion, yay or nay. Phil has been our agent for 2 years. I don't see that they're going to wanna not be our agent again. Anybody love him so much they can't live without him, or hate him so much they would like to shoot me every time I bring their name up? If anybody's feelings, I want to know somebody's feelings about the agent we currently we've had for 2 years. Assured Partners.
There was a comment at the WPRF meeting about the insurance agents.
Okay.
And I think it was Monica or someone else said that of all things, this agency was easy to deal with and could be cooperative when they needed it. That's probably in the video. And
Okay. Was that the insurance meeting we went to for them?
Yeah, that's the one where they approved Assured Partners again.
Yeah.
And my only comment is that the support personnel that I deal with are very easy to deal with, and they're very thorough and appreciative. That's the only comment. some people, don't want to cooperate with you or don't want to help, but this group has a very good support staff.
Okay. I have an issue, but when they turn it off, I'll discuss. Okay. On the whole, I do like Assured Partners. I think they've done a decent job. I really would like to talk with some other people. And you'll see that I'm bringing up a couple extra people for people to interview. Okay. This is the way we've always done things. We've always had more than one candidate for this position. It's a tremendous amount of money. When you consider that we do probably right now, we're probably up to $6 or $7 million. Figure at a round figure, Susan, am I right? 10%?
That's about
Commission?
right.
10%
exactly right.
commission, okay?
Mhm, mhm.
With that rate, at $7 million, do the math.
Yeah.
What do we got?
Yeah.
Lots of money, lots and lots and lots of money.
So they're not looking to lose any business.
No. But in the same instance, and I'm gonna tell you this, I'm gonna tell everybody exactly what I've heard. If 2024 is gonna be a very, very difficult year, okay? Now, if we have a hurricane during 2023, it's going to be a horrendously bad year. If we have maybe 1 year of no hurricanes, give the state an opportunity to, get their, excuse my English, shit together, then maybe this will right the ship. We'll get some people coming back. Once again, we've lost another carrier. Farmers Insurance has left the market here in Florida because of the hurricanes. I don't know what to say. All I'm saying to you is it's going to be a very hard year, and I'm not a big fan of changing the ship, okay? But in the same instance, I want to talk to other people and get their feedback. I like Assured Partners for some reason I'm not crazy about them, so in the same instance, I always want to hedge my bet. Okay. I want to always know that there's somebody else who's interested in us and maybe consider us. Okay. So we were going to invite, these are people we were going to invite to interview. Okay. Has anybody got somebody they love? Some agent? I will. Go ahead, Susan.
Yeah, well, Southampton A is with Plastridge, which I came in on the middle of everything. The contact I've had with Dawn Conrad, she's very responsive. I think the previous contact was kind of like left things undone, and there was some issue between them, but I find her very responsive. I don't know too much about the market that we're in, but I'm learning about it really fast. I guess I mentioned what our premiums were, and you said they were within reason, what other carriers are charging. I'm with you. I'm getting the loss runs towards the end of the third quarter. And to me, what I see happening in insurance is nothing that I recognize. This is an entirely different market, with the insurance companies nervous about losing money because we have replacement on these structures and the cost of building materials and labor. I think we're in for a rough ride. Everybody, not only the bigger buildings.
Yeah,
so
that's
why I think that, Tony, you should really, because you have the best knowledge of the brokers and their responsiveness, so we have an issue because we have as Mike knows, you helping me with those photos in the electrical rooms. So hopefully by January, these electrical rooms will be done and up to speed. I did email Dawn Conrad the estimate and the signed contract and this and that of the parts that needed to be manufactured. It's taking a year. So this is really, I see what's happening. This is not simple anymore. It's very different. But I know you can handle it, Tony. Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Thank you for that. Okay,
Can I ask
Uh,
a question? Can I
yeah,
ask,
sure.
Suzanne?
Yeah.
One of the questions you always, I guess, want to ask, do you think that agency would be big enough to service all of the UCO associations at Century Village?
It's
Well,
plus they've done it, they've done it,
I'm asking a question, I'm not trying to get into a
No,
fight
no,
or.
no, no, no. And I'll tell you the truth, I'm not really qualified to answer that, but I certainly will find that out. I know that they did insure other buildings in Century Village, West Palm Beach, because she did mention a couple of different names over the period that I was talking to her. But their volume in business and whether they, I don't know. Do you know, Tony, about Plastridge? I looked them up on the internet. They look like a big operation. They've been around for a long
they've had,
time.
yeah, they have a number of offices. Right now, their major offices in Delray, but they have a good sized office in Palm Beach Gardens, right on Military Trail. You can't miss it. It's right before the church, the cathedral.
Yeah.
That said, there's a problem. Before this, what was going on, I don't. We interviewed them a few years ago. They can handle us. Yes, easy. And they have the smarts too. Some of their people are CPCUs. There's really no problem. The only problem is that they had us for a number of years before David became president in 2010. And let's just say we paid a lot of money. And leave it at that. Okay. So there are people who've been around for long enough. They probably would not like to get into bed with Plastridge again unless we were assured. Of course, the producer we had is not the same producer. You know what I'm saying? But the management we would want to deal with would be in Delray, which is their major office there. That's where and they're a good size agency. They're once again.
Okay, the second
Yes.
question is if Plastridge is pretty much all located here in South Florida around Delray or whatever, if there was a major occurrence, would that be a liability as opposed to being somebody like Essentia or for Assured Partners, which is out of state and could handle things remotely?
Well, Essentia is
Question.
Assured Partners isn't actually out of state. It's in St. Mary's. Okay. Bottom line is, I got to tell you, and some of you guys know, our last major hurricane was Irma. Okay. Donald got me and he took me around the first thing, the day after the hurricane. I was in the office about 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning in my pajamas. Okay. We all worked. We had computers. We had phones. We had everything. Okay. Brown and Brown, our agent at the time, had nothing. No communications. Nothing. We ran our own claims department from here, from the insurance office and the front desk. CERT people did all the CERT stuff. They were phenomenal. You have to see what CERT did. They were here. We knew there was a tree landing on somebody's staircase. And they called us. We took care. Everything got taken care of here. We did not, and we also had a company. We had people checking for roofs and stuff like that. All of that stuff was taken care of.
Stop.
We did everything ourselves. Yes.
Donald is not here in the room and he has to leave at 1:25.
I know, but I don't want to start talking about what he wanted to tell me to start talking about. Okay.
Let me go see if
Okay.
We're going to just see until he gets back. wherever the hell he may be.
Yeah, and just to add to that, on top of that, Tony, so one of the conversations I had with this Dawn Conrad, I said, okay, let's say, God forbid, we have a claim. Can I contact the carrier myself, fill out the loss form from Accord and send it in? And she says, no, we're all equipped to handle it on the phone. You call us first, and then we'll be in touch with the assigned adjuster. So they seem on top of claims.
Yeah, no. I have no problem with them. Okay. They're between them and Brown and Brown, they're about as physically close to us as possible. It's more a question of what they've done and whatever. By the way, when I saw Donald Levy, he was putting his hat on.
I know his car is gone, so he looked like he got a phone call and he, okay.
Oh,
I just wanted to let you know, because you wanted to turn the video off for that particular point.
Mhm.
Okay, so
That's coming back in.
Well, let me put it to you this way. I'm going to,
Oh, here he
He's
is.
back.
okay,
Sorry about that. That's whole car.
okay. We were just talking about people. We were talking about Phil Massey. I'm going to welcome him back. There is someone, Essentia is a company that it was formed by Brown and Brown, ex-Brown and Brown people. And Essentia, Tom Latosha works for Essentia in Boca Raton. Okay. There's also we had an opportunity to talk with a gentleman called Keith Carroll. He works out of is it Vero Beach? Thank you. Works out of Vero Beach. He also works for a company called Essentia. Okay. So it's also an opportunity for us to use Essentia if we wish, without Tom. Tom didn't do too well at the last one of our last meetings, so I know he's going to push, but I spent an hour on the phone with Keith Carroll. I think you will be impressed. I was impressed with him. He's older, but not old. You know what I mean? And he seems to really know his stuff. I've reviewed the policies for Southampton B. That's how I happen to see his work.
oh.
So what I'm saying to you is that I think it's someone that we should at least. I want you to talk to him. I want you to see what you think of him, just to interview him.
Say you, do you mean the committee?
Excuse me, honey?
You said I want you to talk to him. Do you mean the committee?
Yes. Some of the, just let me know what you think. It's our way to always interview different agents every year. And I don't see any this year. I don't really want to move simply because it's crazy out there. But I want you to talk to these people to get an idea of what's available. Okay. And the other one, of course, is Brown and Brown, if you're at all interested. Okay. I don't have any hard feelings one way or the other. And that's just, but I'd like to have everybody's thought. What do you think?
Good.
Mike
You know,
Vega would be the contact person at Brown and Brown. He would be sort of in charge.
Mike Vega, yeah, but they may send us another agent.
Okay. Yes.
Ed?
Okay. By the way, Donald has to leave in a few minutes. Should we do this?
Yes, we're going to do it right now.
Okay.
Joanne,
Video?
Are you gonna conduct any business afterward, or should we conclude the regular insurance meeting video?
the rest is all stuff I don't think I would want to say it.
We can push it to the next meeting.
Yes,
So we'll go ahead and conclude the video for this meeting now.
Yes.
yes.